Hello and welcome to Oud Talks Pens for another fountain pen review. These are two lovely custom-made pens from Relic Pens. Relic Pens is an independent maker who makes beautiful fountain pens with different engraved patterns, and he obviously makes them with a lot of care. I think you can also message him directly on Instagram. This one is made from abalone material, and it has a pattern called mermaid scales, which I think is beautiful. It has a beautiful grip section with a slight pinch and a medium jowo nib, steel nib. You can really see the color variation in the abalone material, and he also has a pattern called dragon scales, where the scales are slightly larger. This one is in the matrix pattern. I don't remember the name or color of this material, but it is really neon yellow green, mostly, sort of a poison green. This one has an extra fine jowo nib. And always when I order extra fine nibs, I'm really worried because extra fine nibs aren't my favorites. But when I find good ones, they are great and very practical. And this one is fantastic. I was very relieved to receive this and for it to have such a lovely nib. So, his logo is on the cap of both pens. They have slightly rounded ends, and they are both cartridge converter fillers. This one has been used a lot, both of them have, and I love that you can see, for example, the nib through the cap. These are what I would call medium-sized pens, but some might call them large. I will show you what I mean with a size comparison. This is a Jinhao Shark, and here is a Lamy All-Star. As you can see, they are larger than the All-Star. For some uncapped comparisons with the Jinhao Shark, the two pens from Relic Pens, and the Lamy All-Star, you can see that the grip sections are slightly larger, and the pen bodies are also slightly wider. The matrix pen is slightly larger than the mermaid scales. This one weighs 23 grams, and without the cap it's 16 grams, and the grip section pinch was 10.6 millimeters. The grip section of the mermaid scales was 10.5, and the body width was 14.8 approximately on both of them. The length is 14 centimeters on both of them, from nib to end. But this one is 1 gram heavier, both with and without the cap. But 1 gram, I mean, that's a very small difference, and they are different materials. So they are comfortable to hold, light, but not too light. Now for a writing sample. This medium steel jowo nib is very comfortable to write with. It has a tiny bit of feedback, but it is very pleasant, and it writes slightly above average when it comes to wetness. So in no way is it a gusher, but it is comfortably wet. I had to look up what the ink was called in this one, and it is Pilot Eroshizuku Fusyogen. Beautiful gray, cool gray. But I bet this pen would look lovely with purple, pink, green, many other colors as well. But I have been keeping the same ink in this pen for a while and just refilling it. Yeah, as I said, this has a lovely, lovely extra fine nib. It writes above average when it comes to wetness. It's not so wet that it's problematic for writing quick notes and having to turn the page. Yeah, as I said, this is the mermaid scales pattern. The matrix pen is inked with Diamine Black Ivy. It is a green ink with black sheen, but here it looks completely black. I think there might have been a little bit left of the previous ink that I used in this, but it doesn't really matter. I find that Black Ivy often looks black in writing anyway, but it's a sort of dark poison green color that fits the pen. I really appreciate all of the independent makers, the smaller brands, or people who choose to spend their time making lovely writing instruments for us fountain pen enthusiasts. I really recommend Relic Pens. They are very well made with very smooth threads, very comfortable to hold, practical, cartridge converter fillers, made from many different interesting materials that I don't see with from every pen maker. I imagine that, for example, engraving something like this and coloring it has to take a bit of time. And it really heightens it for me. The matrix pattern makes it a lot more interesting than the material in itself, even though I really like the material and the color of it in itself as well. And a bonus, as I've mentioned before in my reviews, is that with independent makers, I often find that the nibs have been taken care of. They are great right out of the box, right out of the box, and are polished a little bit if they needed it. I would absolutely recommend pens from Relic Pens. I think he does commission work as well. If you want something special made, he makes pens with historic materials in wood, lots of different exciting things. And I'm really happy with my two pens. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I forgot to do the reverse writing and everything. It writes nicely in reverse. Kind of surprising for an extra fine nib, but it does. And here you can see the green in the Black Ivy. This medium also writes in reviews, and you can see that it is sort of a medium plus wet. Yeah, just another testament to how great these pens are, and they are versatile. Thank you for watching this review. I really appreciate every like and every subscription that this channel gets. It's very encouraging to see that people are actually watching. And I hope to see you in my next review in a couple of weeks. Bye!